And I got right across the street from the fire, and I looked over and the whole side of the house was on fire.
Breaking news off the top on this Wednesday afternoon. A fire rips through a Boise Bench home and a heroic act by a bystander to save lives. CBS 2's Kristen McPeak was there as firefighters arrived and joins us now with the latest.
I'm on West Overland Road near Vista, where a house fire just occurred, and I was actually here earlier when the fire was beginning to erupt around 1:50. I came over in near the area and I saw a police officer knocking on doors, alerting neighbors, trying to kick down, get people out. It turns out that this house right here did sustain major damage, as well as a home office near the backyard and a shed. I also was here and I saw that a man was also here, and he actually helped people get out, and this is what he saw.
And I got right across the street from the fire, and I looked over and the whole side of the house was on fire. Trees were starting to burn, so I slammed my truck over to the side and parked it. About the time I got out, the lady of the house was running out the door screaming. So I ran across and I was trying to ask her if there was anybody in the house, but she didn't speak English, and I said, well, I'm going to have to go in and look anyway. So I opened the door and looked, and I saw a little baby in the living room, and I started screaming, is there anybody else in here? And I ran over and picked up the baby, and little kids were starting to come out of the back bedrooms. So I pushed them out the front door, and then about that time, the gentleman come to the front door, and I gave the baby to him, and I went back in and went room to room and to make sure nobody else was in there, and then there was no one else, so I exited the house, and other people were, about that time showing up on the scene. And there was one sheriff, I don't know who he was, but boy, he was pretty spectacular.
Now, the man said he did end up helping out 4 kids total and a baby and the mother. Boise Fire confirmed that no one was hurt and they do not have a cause yet. Investigators are actually on scene right here investigating the fire, and police say that they were helping with traffic in the area because visibility was so hard to see for drivers because the wind was blowing the smoke, and that was a huge challenge for firefighters here. And you can actually see this. When I got here, I did do a Facebook Live. You can see that Facebook Live on our Facebook page of how this smoke was affecting the driving conditions. Live in Boise, Kristen McPeak, CBS 2 News.